Hello, and welcome everyone to the SmartMove2UK's podcast channel. For this podcast, we are going to discuss the different pathways for settlement in the UK. The UK has always been a popular destination for people from all over the world who want to live, work, and settle there. With its rich history, diverse culture, and strong economy, it is no wonder that the UK is a popular choice for immigrants. However, the process of settling in the UK can be complex and confusing. In this podcast, we will guide you through the pathways to settle in the UK and also help you understand the requirements and the process. Settlement is also known as UK Indefinite Leave to Remain, that is ILR. ILR is the immigration status that allows non-UK nationals to live and work in the UK permanently without any restrictions. Once you have been granted settlement in the UK, you can apply for British citizenship, which gives you the right to vote, access to public funds, and a British passport. First, 3 years ILR route. Holders of Innovator Founder Visa and Entrepreneur Visas could be eligible after 3 years if they can demonstrate that their companies have expanded significantly. Depending on the amount of investment made, holders of Investor Visas may apply after 2 or 3 years. However, fresh applications are not accepted for Investor and Entrepreneur Visas. At present, holders of Global Talent and Innovator Founder Visas may apply for ILR after 3 years. Second, 5 years ILR route. You may be eligible for an ILR within 5 years if your partner, parent, or child is a British citizen or holds an ILR status. Or if you are living in the UK on any type of a work visa, you may be able to apply for an ILR within 5 years of continuous residence. These include the Skilled Worker Visa, Minister of Religion, and Sportsperson Visa. It is not necessary for you to live in the UK for 5 years on these visas itself. Even a combination of some other visas may be counted to prove your continuous residence in the UK for 5 years. And third, 10 years ILR route. To apply for ILR on a long-term basis, you must have lived lawfully in the UK for a minimum of 10 years. The period can be completed by combining various visas, such as the Global Talent Visa, Post-Study Work Visa, Tier 2 General Work Visa, and so on. The rules regarding what constitutes continuous lawful residence in the UK are quite strict. During this 10-year period, you should not have spent more than 18 months outside the UK. Furthermore, you must not have spent more than 6 months outside the UK in a row. Applicants will also have to pass Life in the UK and English language tests, among other requirements, for a 10-year ILR. There are different pathways to settle in the UK, and the one you choose will depend on your individual circumstance and eligibility. One of the common pathway is the family route. If you have a partner or family member who is a British citizen or settled in the UK, you may be eligible to apply for settlement in the UK under the family route. This includes spouses, civil partners, unmarried partners, children, and parents. Another way to settle is the work route. If you have been living and working in the UK on a work visa, you may be eligible to apply for settlement in the UK under the work route. This also includes UK Tier 2 General Visa holders and UK Tier 1 Exceptional Talent Visa holders, Skilled Worker Visa, Health and Care Worker Visa, Innovator Founder Visa, Representative of an Overseas Business Visa, etc. If you have a grandparent born in the UK, you may be eligible to apply for settlement in the UK under the UK Ancestry Visa route. You must also be a Commonwealth citizen and be able to prove your ancestry. If you have invested a substantial amount of money in the UK economy, you may be eligible to apply for settlement in the UK under the investment route. This also includes Tier 1 Investor Visa and Tier 1 entrepreneur visa holders. This way, the investment route becomes a viable pathway to settle in the UK. In the global talent route, if you are a highly skilled individual in the fields of science, engineering, humanities, medicine, digital technology, or arts and culture, you may be eligible to apply for settlement in the UK under the global talent route. This also includes Tier 1 exceptional talent visa holders. To be eligible for settlement in the UK, you must meet certain requirements. Being 18 or older is mandatory for you to apply for a settlement. You must be able to read, write, speak, and understand English to a certain level. You will also need to provide evidence of your English language proficiency when you apply. You must also have been living in the UK for a certain period of time, depending on the pathway you are applying under. For example, under the family route, you must have lived in the UK for at least 2 years, and, under the work route, you must have lived in the UK for at least 5 years. You must not have a criminal record, or have committed any immigration offences, and you are required to provide a criminal record certificate as part of your application. You must be able to support yourself financially, without relying on public funds. You will need to provide evidence of your financial status, such as bank statements, pay slips, and tax returns. The application process for settlement in the UK can be done either from inside or outside the UK, depending on your circumstances. If you are already in the UK on a valid visa, you can apply for settlement from inside the UK. You will need to complete the application form and provide supporting documents, such as evidence of your residency in the UK, a criminal record certificate, and English language proficiency. If you are outside the UK, you can apply for settlement by submitting an online application. You will need to provide biometric data, such as fingerprints and a photo, as part of your application. Once your application has been submitted, it will be reviewed by the UK Visas and Immigration Department. The processing time can vary, depending on your circumstances and the pathway you are applying under. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you found this episode insightful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel.